Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk new celebrities and hot topics. Listen, Real Housewives of Potomac comes on at 8. It is currently 7:17. Do y'all think I can get this video out by 7:30? Oh my God. Okay, we're going to try. I'm here for a great time, not a long time. Shout out to our friend DJ Richie Sky. He recently had King of Reality Television, Carlos King, onto his show to talk about Carlos' show, Love and Marriage DC, which premiered last night. No, I did not watch the show. Yes, I will tune in to watch the show eventually. However, from what I gathered on social media, I did see a scene of Irena and Tyler basically saying that they felt disappointed in the fact that Monique and Chris Samuels did not show up for, I believe, their son's event or something like that for moral support. Little did they know at this particular point in time, Chris and Monique Samuels had quit the damn show. They weren't coming back to the damn show. Leave it to Monique to go onto the radio to basically tell us that the numbers weren't numbering, the contracts weren't contracting, and quiet as it's kept, I personally feel like, the budget isn't budgeting. Okay? Hence the reason why the ladies bonded together to scrape up change to do that photo shoot. So I say all of that to say, Irena was really not happy about the fact that, Monique didn't tell her that she was no longer going to be participating in Love and Marriage DC. With that also being said, I believe Irena and Jamie went on to Carlos King's podcast to basically let us know that Monique called them up, not to let them know that they weren't filming for the show anymore, but to let them know that they were, in fact, separated. Which is a different narrative from what Monique told us on her YouTube channel, which she did admit that they were physically separated, like living in separate homes on separate days of the week, on certain days of the week. However, I think Monique's whole thing was, we may be spending time apart, but we're not in a legal separation on the pathway to divorce. I think that was the distinction that she was trying to make. So I don't know. They're out here calling Monique a liar. Okay? Because Irena's saying, she told me she was separating. And then Monique is on YouTube talking about, no, we're not separating. It's a whole hot mess. Okay. So that is kind of like the drama that's going on with Monique in regards to the premiere episode of Love and Marriage DC. I will check that out ASAP. Now, listen. What I really wanted to talk about was DJ Richie Sky. Shout out to him. We love him over here at the House of Aaron. He had Carlos King on. And Carlos King, I believe, was talking about Monique, and he said that there is no beef. And then he goes, well, the last time I said I didn't have beef with somebody, apparently I did. And then all of a sudden, DJ Richie Sky and Carlos King just burst out in this uncontrollable laughter. And I found it to be really interesting. So let's go ahead and check that out. If I can find it.
Isn't any beef. And look, I said that about something last time, and apparently there was beef. So what do I know? Maybe there is, and I don't know about it. Richie.
So basically, it's a subliminal towards Kandi Burruss Tucker. Remember, Kandi was on our platform and she said she doesn't fuck with Carlos King. The reason why she says that is because Carlos King allegedly went to TV1 and sold the Escape life story behind her back. Yes, he has every right to produce or pitch an idea based off of Escape's life story. Perfectly legal. I feel like that's perfectly okay. However, in this particular instance, I believe that Carlos King and Kandi Burruss Tucker had a business relationship, some sort of a rapport. He worked with Todd Tucker. I think they had their own falling out and stuff like that. And so I think to Kandi, from her perspective, we're a lot closer than that. I would assume, like, at least if you're going to do that, please just, let me know. So, I think Carlos King has, through his Instagram and his Twitter and his podcast have thrown out subliminals towards that Kandi situation. And of course, this is also a subliminal. He goes on to say, I just focus on what's ahead of me. And if I'm not told that we have a beef, then in my head, we don't have a beef, which I do agree with that. Carlos King is not a mind reader. You have to kind of let him know what the beef is for him to be aware that there is a beef. However, what I think is kind of silly is the fact that You know when someone feels a ways about you. You know when somebody's not fucking with you. You had a feeling, I believe, he had a feeling that Kandi didn't fuck with you and you paid it dust. Or I guess she paid it dust because allegedly he did eventually call her and Kandi was like, no, fuck that. So I say all of that to say, yeah, I guess this latest subliminal is him laughing. I mean, he really just doesn't give a fuck. So y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about that situation in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.